In last lecture, we have discussed about the syllabus up to unit number 3, that is cast iron. Now the next unit is unit 4, that is non-ferrous metals and alloys. Now in this case, we have to study the different non-ferrous material which is used for engineering application. So these materials are copper and its alloy. So brass, bronze are the alloys of copper. Now, then aluminum alloy, in that is Y alloy, and indium and duralium, that we have to study. And the last one is the bearing material. As we know that the bearing material is used in different application, that is fan or in automobile. So that we have to study it in unit number 4. Then the next fifth unit is non-metallic and advanced material. Now in this case, as we know that in automobile there is a polymers or plastic is used. So these are also the types of material which is used for engineering applications such as non-metallic and advanced materials. In this unit we have to study the properties of thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic, rubbers. Then we have to discuss about the what is the difference between the thermoplastic and thermostatic plastic. I think these polymers you have studied in chemistry in first year. Then some other polymers, that is ABS, acrylics, nylon, vinyl, epoxides, melamines and bakelite, that we have to study. Actually this is used for in automobile industry. Then the next one is the rubbers. So the tube or tire of vehicle, that is made up of rubbers. So for that purpose we have to study the rubbers, that is neoprene, butadiene, buna and silicones. Then next one is the ceramic. Then we have to study the different types of ceramic in industry. So as in the case of fuse, electrical fuse, we have used the ceramic because it is the bad conductor of electricity and heat. So in suppose in boiler also we have to use the ceramics, so that there is a less amount of heat is transferred from metal to the surrounding. Then the composite material. Composite material is the combination of one or two different types of materials. Some may be the metals or some is the fiber. So this is called as the composite materials, that we will discuss in unit number 5. And the last one is the advanced engineering material, that is nanomaterials and smart materials. Nanomaterials means 10 raised to power minus 9 meter of size that material has, and the smart material means the material which is change its property according to the temperature or according to the pressure, that is called as the material. So that we have to study, and this is used for suppose advanced or as you know that the airbags in automobiles, for that we can use the smart material. And the last unit is the heat treatment process. Now actually this unit, heat treatment process for metals, this is used for both either ferrous or normal ferrous, but the use of this heat treatment is to enhance or increase the properties of materials. After allowing also, if we have to increase the properties of material, then we have to do the heat treatment on the materials. Then what are the different types of heat treatment that we have to study, that is annealing. Then in this case, what is the application of annealing, means which property will be enhanced by adopting the annealing process. Then what is the temperature range, Actually, this heat treatment we will study it for ferrous materials only, because we have to, as we know that about 90% material is used is ferrous, and now we have to increase the properties of that materials by adopting either the alloying or by doing the heat treatment. Then the normalizing. So for that purpose also we have to study the purpose of normalizing. Then means what is the use of that normalizing. Then temperature rate, range, and broad application. What is the application of that? Then next one is the hardening. Uh, then tempering, then case hardening, and the heat treatment furnace. So up to the case hardening, it is only for these are the types of heat treatment, and to increase the temperature of that material we have to use the different types of furnaces. So for that heat treatment we use the either muffle furnace or box furnace in industry. So this is up to this is the syllabus of mechanical engineering material. Then we will discuss the unit wise marks. So first unit carries 10 marks, steel and its alloy is for 14 marks, cast iron is for 10 marks, non-ferrous metals and alloy is for 10 marks, and non-metallic and advanced material is for 12 marks, and heat treatment process is 14 marks. So this is about the unit wise marks as per as the end semester examination is concerned. This is the mark system of final paper. So we will stop here so that we will study the next one. Now what we follow to study this subject. So we will first study the unit 1, that is basic of subject, then the phase diagram, that is unit 2, then the cast iron, and after unit 3 we will discuss the heat treatment, because this heat treatment we have to study for steel and cast iron. So rather than to study this heat treatment after non-ferrous and non-metallic materials, we will discuss after the steel, because you get this is all about the continuous, so that you get all the skill. And as far as the marks is concerned, unit number 2 and unit number 6 is for 14 marks, means so that maximum marks coverage will be covered in less time. And then we will discuss the non-ferrous material and then the non-metallic materials. I think non-ferrous material and non-metallic materials that we will cover, or you can do yourself also, because there is no need to learn this subject thoroughly as far as the unit number 4 and 5 is concerned, because you only require to go through the properties of non-ferrous material and what is the alloying elements which is used for non-ferrous material. So for today we will stop here, so that from next lecture we will discuss about unit 1. Thank you.